Palworld devs are based as duck. So they did an interview. They're interviewing Palworld guys on Japanese TV. None of them knew how to develop a game. We all learned on the job. Budget of $10,000. Most models and gun stuff done by some middle schooler who was working part-time at a convenience store the developers went to. Originally they were on Unity, but then it was laggy, so they went to Unreal. None of them knew how to use Unreal, so they decided to split up the docs. The senior dev had to teach everyone what Unreal was and how to use it. The decision to make it Pokemon with guns was because they were worried that the game wouldn't be a global success unless they added guns, because Americans like to shoot things. The gender-neutral Type A character creator was likewise because Americans sometimes want to make very ugly characters. That's actually not true. If the Japanese fans see this, it's not the Americans that like to make the ugly characters. It's the development studios that like to make the ugly characters. The real players, the real people, none of us actually want the Type A, Type B bullshit, okay? Just make normal characters with normal proportions and make them hot. That's what normal people like to see. There are only freaks on social media that have different perspectives, okay? I'm sorry, but that's reality. Everything else is a mental illness. No version control used at all. We didn't really know which one would work, so we copied all the files onto a flash drive every day. Every week, we would buy a bucket of new flash drives. I hadn't got hired by any big companies. I was very surprised that Steam would just let us publish anything. I didn't think it would be a good fit at Nintendo. I want to make big things that are groundbreaking and creative. I'm a trend follower. There it is. What's your creative vision? I don't have a creative vision. I just want to make a game that people like. So I go and I make a tweet about this today, right? And I say the success of Palworld proves that the only thing that customers actually care about is a good game. AI, slavery, bestiality, copyright infringement? It's a video game. These are pretend problems that people don't actually care about. Make good game equals people buy game. Simple. It's actually that simple, right? And then of course Tectone replied with a picture of Vaporeon. And I said that, imagine owning the IP for Vaporeon for over 20 years and still not making a dating simulator. We can talk about that later. But anyway, somebody in the comments said, Palworld isn't a good game. It's just the game that people want. Man. You know, I heard that every single games journalist outlet has all DM'd him probably 10 or 20 times so far just today because they're trying a bidding war on how fast they can hire this guy. Because they feel like he's going to be such a great fit for their company. Yeah, I feel like this guy's got a great career ahead of him in games journalism. Palworld equals animal abuse plus slavery simulator. Yeah, there you go. But it's actual trash. The thing is better than Pokemon, so it looks better. It's fun, but it's trash. Keck. Well, I don't think anybody really cares. I mean, if the game's fun, then that's all that really matters. To me, this just shows that all that matters is what gamers knew all along. A good gameplay loop. That's fucking it. Well, also, I think that one thing that people are tired of is they're tired of safe games that are invented and created by people who are constantly worried about offending somebody who has a mental illness on the internet. Like some freak on social media that gets offended by some comment that a video game character makes. This person should be in a mental asylum. They shouldn't be a target audience. The only target audience they should have is for people that make straitjackets. And the reality is that these people have been pandered to for 10 years. And finally, developers, especially people that are in Japan and Korea, and they aren't part of this freak culture that we have, are making games that are just fun and that, you know, oh my God, we can't have slavery because we had slavery before and this is like black people. Holy fuck. Somebody commit this guy. Get him locked up, bro. Like, get him in the padded room before he hurts himself. Like, let's get this guy out of here. Who is this fucking freak? And so, I think the rest of normal people are just tired of these, again, fucking freaks telling us that these things are wrong. I don't want to hear from a grown adult man-child that they're too old for shock humor whenever they're reviewing a game that's basically Pokemon. Just stop it. Get away from me. Yeah, these are the people that have to lay down after they make a phone call. They have a panic attack. They get a phone call and their fucking their heart rate goes up by 80. This is the person that you're gonna listen to? You're gonna listen to this fucking freak about how you need to live your life. You've never seen this person ever post a picture with them and their friends hanging out and having fun. You just see this freak in their computer all day, every day. They don't do anything. They don't have any fucking friends. And this person's gonna tell you how society is supposed to work? Get the fuck out of here. That's taking it too far. Phone calls are stressful as fuck. To who? Yeah, maybe if you've got to call the IRS and set up a payment plan for your taxes or you go to jail, yeah, I have to lay down after that. That's fine. But if you've got to call to make sure that your Amazon Prime shipment is going to be on time, then no, I don't think you should have to lay down after that. No, I don't think so. I think that's pathetic. Never call, always text. Oh, I have a rule. If somebody does that, I have like a 3 to 5 day business rule where I usually don't respond to anybody within any 24-hour period because I don't want people, except if it's a close friend, right? Like I don't want people to think that they can interact with me like whenever they want. Like we're not gonna let's settle down, all right? AAA developers can't grasp such a simple concept. Well, the reason why a lot of AAA developers can't grasp the simple concept is because AAA development studios are infested with the freaks that people hate. That's where they are. They're being consulted. They're people that are informing game decisions, and they're trying to change culture to reinforce their totally distorted worldview that isn't shared by any normal person. These are people that you wouldn't even want around your kids. You know, you've got your kids out there at a park and this person's at the park. You're like, let's play a little bit closer to me, like let's not get too far over. No, he doesn't have any candy to you. Don't even go look at him, all right? This sounds political. Well, I think there's always going to be a political slant to this kind of stuff, and you're definitely right about that. But at the end of the day, I think that people just want to play a fun game and not have to think about anything political whenever they play the game. Average, normal, everyday people are tired of that shit. And you see massively successful games like Palworld, like the finals that used AI for the announcers, like Hogwarts Legacy, like many of these other games, and they're massively successful at Coffin of Andy and Laylee. They're massively successful despite all of the reeing and crying and temper tantrums by man-children and adult babies on social media. Because these people are freaks. They're not worth listening to. They're not worth taking seriously. They're not worth making content for. They're not worth creating a video game for because they don't buy the games in the first place. They don't have any fucking money, and the ones that do have money, there's like a handful of them and that's it. And there's a vast majority of people that are just normal that don't want any of this. They don't care about any of these things. Like this is just like they're not making a moral statement. They're playing a video game. Like that's not like doesn't even compute to them that this even matters. And by the way, they're not stupid. These are people that are massively successful in real life. This person is an HVAC certified electrician. And you're a blogger and you're going to tell them that you need to educate them on the way the world works? Get the fuck out of here. Such a genius, an HVAC certified technician. I don't know. Who's more important and who is a more valuable member of society? A blogger that writes articles about video games or somebody who fixes air conditioning? I don't know. I'll come back to you in July and you tell me, okay? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you tell me. Like, again, it's people have, you know, intellectualized reality so much that they're not even a part of it anymore. I'm a writer of a film and TV that does script editing. I'm useless for the betterment of society. Well, it's okay, man. You don't need to be useful. You just need to be happy, and you need to do something that makes you happy. And if you're fulfilled and you're doing something that you like doing, and you think that your life is successful, then that's fine. That's okay. And like, your opinion, you're entitled to your opinion. But nobody else is. Nobody else is entitled to your opinion, just you. The same with me too, by the way. People don't want to listen to what my opinion is, then that's totally up to them.